Hello and welcome back to another episode of Survive the Wild. Sorry it's been a bit of a while again guys, but hey ho, life happens. Where are we at? I've got a week off. I was hoping to have got out camping yesterday. The weather was abysmal. The forecast for the rest of the week isn't that great, to be honest. Today's the best day, so I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to do sort of like a day camp. I'm going to rustle up a bit of lunch. I'm going to make a spoon. In fact, that's probably about the first thing I'm going to do. I've got the tarp in case it rains. And yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a chill out in the woods. So I'll see you when I get to the woods. Wow, I don't know how well these are coming up on camera, but the bluebells are absolutely amazing this year. The floor is just carpeted with them. Crawl them. Cool. Kind of looks like they're more or less past the best, but boy do they look nice. Just a sea of, well, it's not really blue, is it? It's more of the purpley colour. But yeah, still great all the same. Seems to have grown up a bit, quite a bit around here. This all this holly, it looks quite different. I just want to be somewhere over there, but I know it is pretty overgrown up there. Oh, those little pigeons are taking off, so that's a good sign that. Oh, and the pheasant. Ow! Pheasant. Male pheasant just up there. I don't know if you can see him, it's sort of like dead ahead. Smell a bonfire. Oh, it'll be some allotments nearby. Well, not nearby, but 20-minute walk away, pretty much directly downwind from it. Which is, in some respect, okay, because I'm gonna just have a little charcoal fire, I think. Oh, that might be a nice spot right there where that fallen tree. Yeah. I just thought I brought the wrong trousers. I'm wearing my old jeans. Yeah, this might be okay. Well, I've definitely picked a good spot. All this hazel here, and that's a completely dead branch. I can use the smaller twigs in my stove. but I need to carve a spoon. Really wants to be from greenwood. So the best thing with hazel is it's the perfect coppicing material. I mean, I don't need a particularly big spoon. You know, I could possibly take that off. That's a little bit thin, I think. So I'll go. Maybe I'll go. I'll coppice it properly. I'll take it down from near the bottom, and then we'll select the piece that I want. Yeah, do it that way. Yeah, I think we'll use this. We'll take it further down. Got a bit of a nice flatness to it, the way it's grown. Well, not from down here. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Get a spoon out of the bottom end and the walking stick out of that. I think it's almost like a gun handle, isn't it? Almost. Right, that's a bit wobbly. Right. That's part of my lunch. Bits off. Gotta watch doing that with my elbow. Tennis elbow's really been bad lately. I had to do a load of work on Land Rover. Did to redo the ball joints on one side. They were pretty bad, to be fair. And yeah, talk about. I've upgraded my sort of like socket set as such. I've got a, it's not the actual socket set, although I have got a new socket set. Got an impact wrench for it to makes life so much easier. And yeah, but still getting the actual ball joints out themselves, that was a bit of a nightmare. But I did it. Took longer than it should. And I'm pressing them back in, that was nearly as hard. I've got the other side to do yet. When I find some time. Because I did it on a Thursday and a Friday, so I were up at 4:30 in the morning, went to work. Then went straight up, because I can't do anything like that at my place, went straight up to my dad's, pardon me, where he's got a driveway, lets me use it, which is handy, and did that for 2 days. Had to get a bus. Wasn't too bad, there were only about me and 2 other people on the entire bus. That's a good spoon length. See what I mean? How it's sort of like curved. I can work with that quite nicely. And then, oh, I've got to start for a jig. I've got a stick for a giant. I'll cut that down. What I might do is I might just take that off and taper it so it's, yeah, I can make a nice walking stick, I think, with that. Really ought to let it sort of dry out naturally. So let's get on with this. Spoon. we go. I've put the shutter onto automatic just because too much cloud, and then sunny intervals to try and keep up with it. So I've got this amazing tool roll that has 2 spoon carvings. That's one I've bought. That's a Mora, and this is what somebody's made me. Now, that's a bit too big for this job. Probably got to put some other stuff in there. I made myself a really crude little cover for this one. Ooh, that's a little bit rusty. Should have checked on that beforehand. Still sharp though. Let's get some of the surface rough stuff. Right. This has been a while. I usually end up gouging myself. It's that bit where it slips up. You just got to try and keep the palm of your thumb out of the way. I'm not going crazy deep with it because I don't. For today, I just need to stir something. Stir me coffee. That's kind of, there you have it. It's not exactly, you know, it's not pretty, but it's useful. There's quite a bit of thickness there. Like I say, I could go deeper and make it a much more bold spoon, especially if you were going to eat with it. Or could take a bit more off the back, a little bit off the front, the sides there, and that way it would be a bit of a shallower spoon, but kind of wider. Try and knead it up a bit. I'll have to get some sandpaper on it and finish it up properly. Well, there we go. There's a spoon of sorts. Just the obsessive part of me just wants to make it perfect. But you know, kind of got a few other things to do. Well, I haven't really. I do want my drink though. And ideally you'd oil that more or less straight away. So put some linseed oil, or I use walnut oil, but I guess if you're allergic to nuts, probably linseed's probably a better one. You just got to watch it with linseed on rags, because it can, as it dries out, it hardens, it heats up, and it can spontaneously combust. So yeah, gotta watch out with linseed a bit. Right, it is definitely coffee time, and I need 2 things: some twigs and some kindling. And from over there, that looked like birch. It is birch. Somebody's already been here and taken the square off that when it was alive. So what I will do is I'll use these birch twigs. I have got some birch bark, I don't need birch bark really. But the birch twigs, oh there's a bit there though. It's got a load of moss on it. I have got some. I've got a load of birch twigs. I'll get a few more off here. Still alive, this one. Oh, there we go. That's rotten, that is. We'll get some off there. Get some hazel, some dead hazel. But to be fair, that's probably not far off enough. Just to boil a cup of water. Can you hear that? If he does it again. Oh, he's not going to do it. There you go, woodpecker. Clear a little spot on the ground. It was a great spot of woodpecker. It was actually, I don't know if it was the same one, but there was one just up in an oak tree up there. I could hear it calling. Looked up and saw it, got the red cap on. And although I love my new camera setup, because I can't zoom in really, although it weren't there long enough, to be honest. One thing I like about having a pouch, leather pouch that I made, is that it doubles up for something to rest. Rest on, so you can, you know, get your birch filings all sorted out. Should be enough. Use that bit probably. Oh, no. I will not be defeated. There. Here's that piece as well, alright, I'll throw that in as well. So what have I got for my lunch? Well, something a little bit different. Hot dogs. These are spicy Mexican ones. So I'm going to have a few of them. I have brought a gas stove with me just in case. But these 3-in-1 coffee sachets are brilliant. You get 6 for £1, usually most places here in the UK. They are fantastic for camping because you don't have to take a load of stuff with you, you know, just a couple, as many as you need of them. Just make sure you take the rubbish out. Don't throw them on the fire because the foil line. Plastic will burn but the foil won't. There we go. It's coffee, it's not tea, so it doesn't have to be absolutely boiling. Put that in. Make sure I don't set the actual bag on fire. There we go. Little knife. I think these are going to be a little bit long. Woohoo! Good thing about these, they're airtight packs, so you just put them in the cupboard. That's going to be my breadboard, I think. I do have one of these little gadgets. Picked up in the supermarket. A pair of tongs. Simple, but saves me from burning my hands. Way. Oh, I nearly lost my sausage. It's not a sausage, it's a wiener. That's what I can hear people saying. There we go. 1, 2. The only thing I don't have is mustard. But I've got something else. Oh, should have brought my little frying pan. Fried up some onions. But I've got this. Nando's chili sauce. So we're having chili hot dogs with chili sauce. Proper little feast in the woods. That, my friends, is not bad. Could be better. Sat in the woods, had a small fire, a nice drink. Seen a buzzard. Birds are all singing. Bluebells are out. Got some nice food. Yeah, I mean, alright, it's really simple. You know, I've not done anything elaborate or all, but This is what life's about. Well, that's pretty much me done. It's been a very enjoyable afternoon. So, some well-deserved woodland chill-out time. And nice bit of grub, coffee, little fire. I cut my walking stick down to size for myself, and we'll let that dry out. And I think there's definitely like a bird's beak in there. Just sort of like done a rough, very rough. So I don't want to dry it out. Don't want it to dry out too fast, but that nice, very nicely fits the palm. So yeah, we're in the back of the car, I think, for when just leave it in there, let it dry out, and when I need it. I want a walking stick. It's or I might give it to somebody. You know, finish it off properly and put a cap on the end. But it's been great to get out though. It's just starting to turn a bit cooler. Time's getting on a bit. I have got a couple other things to do. I've got to nip and get a little bit of shopping for my mum, which I shouldn't have needed to, because I did make sure I did everything and said, is there anything else that you think you want? No, there's always something. Then I've got to go down to London again tomorrow. In-laws, taking the niece back down as well. She's been up. And yeah, I've got a bit of DIY to do on the in-laws house. Put a blind up for them and re-putty a window. So I'm going to pop to B&Q and get some putty, as well as get a bit of shopping. An early night for a long day tomorrow. I've got about 300-mile round trip. Not too bad. But it's been good to get out, and I will be out again this week. Not sure when, but I will be out. Maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday possibly. Yeah. Anyway guys, that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Something a bit different, but a little bit more bushcrafty. So yeah, makes a bit of a change, and it's been nice to be out in the quiet. No one around, just the birds. Alright, there's helicopters and a few planes knocking around, but there's an aerodrome nearby, so that's not surprising. And but yeah, so until the next one guys, bye for now.